Len Evan here with Listing Blitz. We've been called to take a look at this property, kind of do a refresh. It's been on the market for a little bit. So we're gonna go in there, we're gonna do a Zillow 3D walkthrough on this. We opted to go with the Zillow 3D walkthrough versus the Matterport, mainly because we're dealing with a condo. It's a little bit smaller. We kind of find that the Matterport is, for the price and for what you've got to do, people tend to do that more on the higher end stuff. And really, I mean, like 400 or 500 even plus on that type of stuff as well. But so we're going to go in here, we're going to do the Zillow 3D walkthrough. What's nice about the way we do this is you're going to get a printable floor plan that you'll be able to put into your brochures. If you include it into our marketing kit, you can actually have the floor plan based inside of the flyer. So it'll be the flyer, or like I said, the floor plan with the pictures on the flyer. So that'll be good. That you get the 3D walkthrough, you get the different angles, you can choose which room you want to look at, you get the 360 kind of view of everything that you're looking for. It adds it as a virtual tour, so it goes in as a non-branded piece for the agent to be able to put it out there without breaking MLS rules about branding. So it goes in non-branded, no issues. It gets registered as a virtual tour through Zillow, and obviously because Zillow, whether you like it or not, is the #1 most visited real estate search website, it's going to help put that above and showcase that property compared to some of the other ones when you're in Zillow. So that seems to be the preferred method that people are using, is the Zillow 3D tour. So we're going to go shoot this, kind of show you the step-by-step what we're doing, and then I'll show you the final product and the link, and then you can check it out yourself and then let me know what you think. If you happen to watch this video and you're in the Phoenix market and you're looking for one of these, I'm going to take, we'll do 25% off. So I'll give you the coupon code in the video, the description below. So if you want to order one of these, just put this in the promo code and we'll give you 25% off because you saw it here in the video. So reach out if you have any questions. Be happy to get this done. Refreshes are great. Right now we're seeing average market time in the Phoenix market's about 71 days on the market. You're seeing inventory grow. We're at about 19,000 homes now. So with homes sitting on the market for a little bit longer, you're going to want some of this refresh done. If you're trying to get your listing extended, your seller is kind of going, hey, what are you doing to get my home sold? These are some little things you can do to say, look, we just did this, we're doing a full refresh. We can come out, we can take care of that for you. Let us know, give me a call. Okay, so one of the first things we're going to do is, if you look up here, we've got ceiling fans on. We're going to kick all the lights on for this, but we're going to want to turn the ceiling fans off, because when you're trying to do these 3D stills or these 360 shots, the ceiling fans are going to mess up your picture. So what we're doing is we're going through the house, we're turning on all the lights, and we're going to make sure that everything looks good. But like I said, fans off. Now the seller here likes the fans left on, so we're going to have to turn them back on before we leave. So I'm going to set that up first. So that gets done. Set up our tripod, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to go room to room. Now we've got a 2-story townhouse, so we're going to shoot downstairs as well, and then we're also going to shoot the patio here behind me, and then we're also going to shoot the garage because that's part of the house, obviously. So let's get that done. We'll get this set up and we'll show you the final product. All right, so we're all done. That was about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more, but this is a 900 square foot condo, so it's not really that big. So we're able to fly through these smaller ones a little bit quicker, but as you can see, I'll put up some screenshots. We're good to go on a bunch of stuff. Things look good. They turned out really nice. Let's get these fans back up and running as the seller had it. Remember, rule #1, follow the seller's instructions. They're the boss. You know, if your agent says, if you, the agent, calls us and says, hey, this is my instructions, this is what I need. Honestly, I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I'm a real estate agent for over 20 years, and one of the reasons why we started this was we were just not getting our instructions followed by our photography company. And it just got really frustrating to where to the point where it was just like, we were having to go back out, we were having to do stuff. There was one instance where our instructions weren't followed so much that even when we had the seller on the phone with that photographer, they wouldn't follow our instructions. She was like, well, this isn't what my piece of paper has. And we had to go back out there. And this one was, 35 minutes away from where we normally are. So it's still within our territory, but it's a 35-minute drive to get to this property. So we'd already sent the photographer. We had to go back out and fix a couple things based on the instructions that our photographer wasn't listening to. So that's what we're looking to do. We want to make sure that your seller, are both happy, right? So the agent's the customer, as is you, as is your seller, both of you customers. So our job is to make sure that we're happy. So like right now, I'm trying to get this fan on. Obviously I hit a switch that is not getting that fan on. So I just need to find the switch, get the fan on, and I'm good to go. But yeah, reach out with any questions. We're gonna have just give it a couple minutes. We'll have those, show you kind of the quick walkthrough. So I'll do the walkthrough here in a second and show you how this turned out, and then reach out with any questions from there. All right, so we've already done our walkthrough and now we've uploaded it. So there's an app that I use to upload it to Zillow, and so now it's asking me to go through some stuff. And so if I go on here, you can see that the floor plan is still processing. The floor plan typically takes 10 to 12 hours, something like that. Sometimes I've gotten it back as low as 4, depends on how complicated the floor plan is. But obviously this is one of those things where, this is why we don't recommend or tell people, yeah, we'll get your photography and everything back same day. This is where we need that extra day to kind of go through. But as you can kind of see, when we go through here, we had placed the camera and the setup inside the middle of the kitchen. And this is a full 360. I mean, you can see, I can scroll up, down, I can see basically everything in here. And as I'm kind of going through here, you can see where it's got these little bit of, some options where it says, here's the living room, here's the dining room. So if I click on dining room, it's going to zoom me across. So this is one of the differences between like the 3D tour that Zillow gives you versus what you're going to get with Matterport. Now with Matterport, you're taking a lot more pictures. And so, for instance, we took a picture here, and then we took a picture here. With Matterport, you're taking a picture here, here, here. And so as you're zooming through, it feels like you're actually walking through versus just kind of bouncing from spot to spot. It still has that same kind of 3D, you can still do this same type of 3D type tour with that. But one of the things that I have to do here is I have to go through and I just have to make sure. So like if you look, I'm in the dining room and it says living room here. So I got to click on this and see, am I missing something? Now I wouldn't necessarily go from the dining room here all the way to this spot. So I'm good. And then for instance, here, I've got the living room set up here and I can go here to the balcony. So the question is do I add the balcony from here, or do I leave it here where, it's kind of gone through here and now I'm in the balcony and I can go back to the living room. Now, the default view you saw was here. So you can also change your default view. So you can take kind of like that spot. So these are the things that we got to do after the fact, right? So we do the shoot, we upload the data. Now we got to go through and we got to kind of walk it through this way. And we're going to say, this is what we did and this is how we do it. So long story short, once I'm all said and done, I can hit save. I'm good to go. I can go back into here. And the key thing in here is now I can share this, right? And so right here, it says hide Zillow and agent branding, MLS friendly. So this right here becomes the MLS link that we can send, that we will send to you and say, hey, here's your MLS link. Use this to put into your MLS for your virtual tour. And just like that, you have it. Now, I think I'm going to recommend including the floor plan. The first couple ones I did of these that didn't have the floor plan, and then I kind of regretted not doing the floor plan. So now I'm just doing the floor plan. I'm not charging extra for it. It takes a little bit of few extra steps, but it's worth it. But yeah, like I said, this kind of gives you a good idea of what it's going to look like. It's a nice setup. When it's fully done, it's so much nicer than just this. So like if I can go back here I don't know why I can't find, oh, that's not what I wanted. I've got more tours. I wonder why it's only showing me the one, but let's see. Edge tours. That's not what I'm looking for. Anyways, I've got other ones here. And so one of the things that's nice is, I'll just back out of here, is with the floor plan, you can click through instead of having to do the full walkthrough. It works a lot nicer. So that's the 3D home tour. Like I said, for watching this video, for getting this far, 25% discount for you. Just enter that code and we'll give you a 25% discount off of creating these for your properties. These are great for refreshes. These are great for new listings. Like we can show you here. You can do first floor, second floor. So it differentiates. So, here I've got not a lot going on the first floor, but got the garage, entrance, stairs. Then it just takes me right upstairs and you can see it automatically switch me. So I can do a full walkthrough here. So great tool. Buyers love this stuff. It's sticky, right? So the more time that somebody spends on your listing, the more likely they're to schedule a showing. And if they schedule a showing after being on here, then they're really interested. So that's what your sellers want to see. Can't wait to work with you. Feel free to reach out with any questions. Talk to you soon.